Well, as they say, it's all over. It only seems like 30 seconds ago that it was all started. So got a couple of slides just to run through here with some feedback for you from stats and stuff, and obviously talk a little bit about November. Going to do that, then I'm going to open it up for feedback from everybody on the call in the chat window. So let me just run through. So thanks to James, this was the name of the session. The Good, the Bad and the Ugly, only to point out that the film was released in 1966, and then had great pleasure in pointing out that I was the tender age of 2. And yes, there was plenty of feedback after that point. So for those who don't know me, I'm Mark Wilson. I'm the GSE UK Region and Conference Manager, and everybody else on this call who's involved with GSE makes me look really good with all of the great work that they do. So thank you. It's been a lot of fun over the last 3 days. There seems to have been a lot of great sessions and great feedback. As I mentioned on Tuesday morning, we run a WhatsApp group. Just get rid of that there. That WhatsApp group that just popped up in the corner. We run a WhatsApp group that's been very active for the last 3 days. No real major issues, just where's the chairperson, where's the speaker, can we have a room opened up? Some folks wanted the room opened up 30 minutes before the start of the session, but all very, very positive. I'd just like to say again a huge thank you to the whole GSE team for everything that you've done to make this happen. It's slick and fast and really good, and that's because you all do such a fabulous job. Also, thanks to Gino and Rachel for all their fabulous support, and I'm glad to see that the cat made a return to the command centre right at the end of the conference. Will people stop posting in that WhatsApp group at the moment, please?
You can't see it, Mark. It's fine.
You can't see it. Oh, okay, I can ignore it. Right. So some stats for you. Over 800 registrations. We do seem to have a lot of people who register and may drop in for 1 or possibly 2 sessions and then disappear. But we also have some that don't actually attend any of the virtual, but just come, get registered, take a good look at what's there, and then use the Vimeo or YouTube links. 800 registrations, over 500 people over those 3 days, and out of that we had actually 46 students registered. So that was another positive thing for us all. So that's really good news. How many of them actually attended, given where we are in the academic year? We'll probably have to do some work on and do some research. 157 sessions in the end. 2,960 individual participations. So that's each time somebody joins a call, that's one. 30 countries. I've got a little picture. 20 gig of recorded video, and almost 134,000 connected minutes on Zoom, which is pretty spectacular, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, that's a lot of good content that we can start using going forward. As it says here, around about 30 countries. Obviously, the UK being, a large portion of that, but you can see from the US, but spread as far away as Turkey, as close as Spain, as far away as Brazil. So a really, really good spread for us across the days. Feedback. I've just randomly grabbed a few bits of feedback from the GSE conference website, and every one of it really, really positive, fascinating insights, well presented, highly engaging content. Great session presented by Akash, nicely paced session, lots of great information, and that's just all the way through the feedback that we see for this. So no sooner do we finish than we start again. So next week we'll probably have a call between 1 or 2 of us to start planning the in-person November event. it's going to be an interesting one because we do have November the 5th in there, which is obviously bonfire night. And to our international friends, that's where we build great big fires and put a effigy of a former politician on top of the fire and burning, because that's what we like to do in England. It will be again at Whittlebury Hall, well, Whittlebury Park as it's now known. So most of us know who have been where, how that works. Given the fairly rapid turnaround, we're gonna start the call for papers process almost immediately. Okay, we've tried to formalise the call for papers process a little bit more. We've had a couple of issues over the last sort of 12-18 months where we've kind of done things out of order, and we want to try and avoid that. So we've got a call for papers process, and we've even got some sort of tentative dates. So we're looking to start publishing the call for papers in May, sort of end of June. CFP closes. We'll do the selections by the end of July. All the speakers informed, all the submittees informed, yes or no, start of August. And then that gives us time then to get the agenda all up and done. Yeah, sort of end of August, early September, ready to do, the push on for November. So how did it go? What do people think? Pop your answers in the chat window. Come on, let's have some feedback. Hang on. Let's have a look. Right, what we got? Bad move, Niall. Okay, Angie. Okay. All the tech was absolutely 100% spot on. Yeah, Gino and Rachel, absolutely fabulous. Great support. Again, I was talking to Gino just before we opened up the call. We hope to have all the videos. Gino's even confessed to work in the weekend, which I think is a bit daft. Get everything edited and uploaded in the next 2 weeks. Went like the very fastest conference ever. Didn't nod off once. Well done, Colin. Marcus, so it was good. DB2 Tech, everything okay? Yeah, John D, I totally agree. I do think because the fact that we record this and publicise it, I think it'll be it's going to be interesting to track the stats of what videos actually get watched. Yeah. Thank you, Niall. Yeah, James, absolutely right. Niall, James, fabulous effort, keeping us all on track, and Angie. Atul, Niall was brilliant. He's still not getting a promotion. For those of you who are on the WhatsApp group, you will know what that means. We'll get Atul very far. Let me ask you a couple of questions. If we do this again next year, is there anything that you think we should do differently or anything that we should add? I'll give those two-finger typist experts. Thank you, Christoph. Some shorter sessions, please. Is this back at all to the 30-minute sessions that you're talking about? Yes, please. Something to think about. You know my feelings on those sessions. I wouldn't say I was the biggest fan of them, but it's doable. It's more work for folks like Gino and Rachel, and we have to make some changes to the website again to accommodate that. Something we can talk about at all when we do that first planning session for virtual at the end of that. I'm not the boss. I'm just the one who does all the talking. But that we should Marcus, I'd rather have a 30-minute speaker in a 60-minute slot. Yeah. So no, at all. We should raise this. Yeah, okay. I'll get the point. When we do that first planning session, we'll talk about it.
We are thinking, well, we are going to go to 45-minute sessions, aren't we, for the in-person conference?
Yeah. I mean, the plan the plan for the in-person, and thanks for reminding me, James, is, we're going to go to 45-minute sessions as a kind of compromise. But that's so we can fit more in during the day. Look, as a presenter, presenting for 30 minutes, I find really challenging, because, once you've got up there, done a quick intro, and you've done a few questions at the end, you've got 15 minutes of content. Very difficult to get something across. Yeah, more from Marcus. Yeah, yeah. So 40, 45 minutes, 30, 45 minutes. Yeah, something we'll consider. Anybody else? I mean, I think it's been a great success, again, for just shows all the hard work that gets done behind the scenes, slick tech work to keep it simple, great content. 1 or 2 sessions may have slipped through the net by way of, content, but, that always happens. Satish, yes, students are allowed to attend the in-person conference in November, and we actually provide some funding for it. Details of that are still to be confirmed, but it's usually free attendance and a hotel room. We ask you to twin with somebody so it keeps the price down for us, but there'll be more information on that. And the fact that you've registered now, then you'll be on the distribution list. You'll see all the emails. Niall, yes, anything like that is possible. So one of the things we've learned doing this virtual conference is we keep it very, very simple, and it really works. If you remember in 2020, the Share had their conference, and they went full on virtual conference, breakout rooms, all this different stuff. They pulled the conference on day one because the tech was so bad. Our very first one, never done one before, was really successful, and we've kept it very simple ever since. That's why we've done it like that. But it shouldn't stop us looking at some of this stuff. So Sean, I'm just going to go back in the slides and show you. So there's the CFP dates that we've got for the event. So you'll start seeing the emails going out start of May. Yes, James, I totally agree. Keep it simple, stupid. Anybody got any more questions? It wasn't a lightning storm, Joe. They pulled it because of technology. He sat there with that mischievous smile on his face, that Joe Winchester. Right, look, I'm just going to say, oh, Colin's 60th birthday. Happy birthday for the other day, Colin. Look, I'd like to say, Atul, about 2 weeks before the recordings go up there. Happy birthday, Colin, from Niall. I can't say it, often enough. Just, thank you to everybody. Everybody's involved, all the attendees, the chair folks, the speakers. Without the speakers, we've got nothing. So, thank you again for all of that. And it just leaves me to say, see you all in November, if not before. Planning will really get going for November over the next week or two. But, brilliant as always. So if there aren't any more questions, I think somebody just popped something in the window as well. Closed it then. Colin, thanks everyone. Yeah. Look, see you in November. But brilliant. Thank you very, very much, everybody. It's another one in the bag. I think in the film industry, I think they say that's a wrap. That's a wrap. It's in the can. Gino, over to you. Go and do your editing.
Thank you very much, Mark. Thank you for everyone else. I
Yeah.
think we're there. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Cheers all.